Hello and welcome to this special weekend video of Hot Trades of the Day about the uranium market, about uranium stocks and a major signal that is on the horizon. And if this signal triggers, watch out. And as you will see, this signal has a crazy accuracy. Let's talk about it. Welcome to Hot Trades of the Day, your show for swing trading ideas for the coming days, weeks, and month. Okay, so party time on Wall Street and the uranium stocks. Rate cut fantasy is back for September. And as I told you in the last video, if you haven't seen the video, here's the link. Watch it. Uranium stocks are basically the hyperstocks of the commodities, which means rate cuts, money flowing into the market. Hyperstocks love that. Uranium stocks love that. Probably a lot of short squeeze going on as well. Let's get into it. So this is the chart that I showed you yesterday, except obviously for the large green candle on the right. That was Friday. That was a very impressive candle. As you can see, we're back over the 50. The 50 is the purple line. And here is where things are starting to get interesting. Because if I add the 20-day moving average to the 50-day moving average, as you can see, the 20-day moving average is moving down sharply, and it is getting close to cross the 50 from top to bottom. The 20 closing the 50 is a signal that nobody talks about for the uranium stocks, this being the URA, the ETF for the uranium stocks. And it is crazy accurate predicting what will follow. Let me show you what has happened in the past when this cross has happened. Last time we saw it, and as you can see, when the 20 crosses the 50 from below, I marked it green because it signaled an uptrend. If it crossed it from the top, I marked it red because it triggered a downtrend. And as you can see, we have incredible accuracy with this signal. We got it here. Monster rally in 2025. Pretty close after here the crazy Trump tariff sell-off. Bearish signal here, December 24. You played all this down move with it. Bullish signal here, up move. Bearish signal prevented you from big losses. And there we go. So I'm not going to go through all of them. This is on the daily. This goes back all the way to 2020. So this is 5 years of data that we have now for this signal. I have done the math for you. Don't you worry. You don't have to do it. This signal has triggered 22 times. Of this 22 times, it has predicted the direction of the URA in the coming time frame, not till the next signal necessarily, right? But in the coming weeks, 20 times. Only 2 times it was completely inaccurate. That is, ladies and gentlemen, a 91% accuracy rate. Also, if we cross out this cluster here of small moves that all happened in 2022, in the fall of 2022, when we had the end of the bear market and things were moving very fast, and uranium stocks are very volatile anyway. That's why we have so many signals. That's why the traders love the uranium stocks. But if we look at the big moves, right? The moves like this one that we have right now, the major correction that we had in the winter and beginning of 2025, this big move here, right? This big up move here, big down move here, big up move here. If we look at the big moves, this big down move here, this big up move here, We basically had 14 signals after which big moves in the URA happened. In 12 cases, it predicted the major moves accurately. Only in 2 cases it was wrong. That, ladies and gentlemen, is an 85% accuracy rate. This is a crazy high rate. Now, you can improve your timing, right? Again, this signal is not from bullish signal, you hold all the way to the bearish signal. This is the ideal scenario that happened right here. If you would get deeper into it, then you'll see, let me zoom in here real quick to give you a typical example. All right, if we take this signal, we got a bearish signal here, and as you can see, we had a big time down move. But then by the time the next signal triggered, right, the market had already recovered. Now you still would have made money, but would have been very little money. But if you combine this signal of the 20-day moving averages, cutting the 50-day moving averages on the URA, and you combine it with other technical analysis like this double bottom, right? You probably get out at least here. Nice profit, right? Or here, URA, the signal predicts the URA to go up, it goes up. Double top, right? If you wait till the next signal triggers, you're basically flat. This was one where it didn't work. But if you see this double top and you see this trend line breaking, you get out, you still make a profit. And then obviously you have the big moves, right? Like this one here, where even if you waited till the next signal came, you made a nice profit. If you sold somewhere after the rebound of the tariff sell-off, then you would have made the bank, obviously. So this is a really big signal, and it's coming up again. It's the first one since May. It's not there yet. And clearly, today's candle helped a little bit, right? But as you can see, if we don't keep this upward momentum going, it is inevitable that the 20, the brown line, will cross the 50, the purple line. And that again is a sell signal. If you didn't believe it then, you should believe it now. This is one of the reasons why, despite party time today, I am still cautious on the uranium stocks. And I'll hold out. I'll hold my long-term investment positions, but I'm holding out on putting on long swing trades or buying more stocks for my uranium investments. Also, I would not recommend to go short, even if the signal triggers. Now, we talked about the accuracy. It's incredible. And to be quite honest, I couldn't believe it myself when I went through it. You do not short a bullish market like the uranium stocks ahead of the fourth quarter, where we have window dressing coming up. Yes, we might get a correction phase. That's true. Yes, you may miss out on some gains if you put on shorts on Cameco, Energy Fuels, UEC. These are really the only ones that are kind of liquid enough that you can short. Oklo, obviously, that's a given, but the volatility is so high that you really have to watch out and really need to know what you're doing. Otherwise, even if it goes down slightly, you'll just lose money. But even if you miss out on those gains, the risk is just too high to stand against such a strong bull market. That's not what we do. So I hope this was insightful for you. I have not seen anyone else talk about this yet. I would assume more people will pick up on it after this. But this is amazing. Let's just look at 2024, right? To finish this out. This is where 24 started. We got a bearish signal here, didn't work. We get a bullish signal here, works really well, as you can see. And again, then you combine it with other technical analysis. Even if you sold it after it breaks to 20, you're still out, you make some money, but you can time this better, right? You can time this better. For example, if we would get in and we would draw this uptrend and you play the break of the uptrend, which we, by the way, would have done here if I would have done the video. But as you know, I published this warning in another publication, forgot to do the video, won't happen again. That's why you get this information right here. You would have gotten out great. Bearish signal, perfect, right? You get out closer to the double top. You never get out on the bottom of the double top, obviously, but you would get out, you would get into the market here to here. So fantastic. Bullish signal, double top, you get out, make a nice profit. And then obviously you have the monster breakdown in uranium stocks. Doesn't really matter where you cover, even if you waited till the next signal came, the bullish signal, the last one that we have that's going on right now, is still valid from May, you would have made a lot of money. This is what we're talking about. In 2024 and 2025, this signal failed one single time. So that's it for today. That's it for the special. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed. These are the type of informations that you get here at Hot Trades of the Day that you usually don't get anywhere else, that we're talking about here to put you ahead in the markets that not many people are talking about, but where a lot of money is made and will be made. Talk to you next week. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.